Hello and welcome to another session of Survivors of Flame. I'm Gio, my pronouns are he, they, and I am your dungeon master for this evening. Um, as you can see, it's just the two, it's just myself and Michelle. Michelle, go ahead and introduce yourself while I close my blind.
Okay. So hi everyone. I'm Michelle, aka Queen Weeb. But today I'll be playing Luna Lembra as all the other days I've been playing Luna Lembra DNC. But this is me. Luna's pronouns are they them. Um, and they are a paladin Calistar who just turned level 3, right? Woo! So super excited.
Yeah, level three. We'll change the banner soon. It's been a busy life.
Honestly.
Yeah. Um, Okay, so usually I do a rundown of like thank yous to everybody. Um, I'm going to keep it simple today, and we're gonna give it nice and a nice pared down version. Keep it cool and calm, and that's a live D&D. But what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna get into the session. Um, Luna, um, here we are. You have had it was a pretty dangerous adventure. Uh, not even there, maybe there for a minute, not even a minute at, on that hill, since combat is only 6 seconds around. Um, you and Faye and Yodar and Jazz, after the um, zombies, yeah, it's zombies. After the zombies were in mid like in the town and mid near mid hill and on the road and fighting those who had made it down the hill, you and your crew, for lack of a better term, um, went up the hill to attempt to figure out what was going on at town hall. um, Unfortunately, your crew was uh, not ready. Was not ready, and um, while still fiending against creatures, but while defeating the creatures that were uh, around you, were uh, took a strategic retreat, given the ferocity of the creatures that were there. Um, Not being clear of how many other creatures there were, but knowing that there was at least one more still up there. Um, you all returned, um, went to the Viscount. The Viscount rushed you all in and demanded that you sleep, though it was only the middle of the day, and um, but it was a very haggard few minutes. um, it was a haggard half day. So you all slept. The Viscount had you all in a sleep in his suite. Um, uh, and he did not. He left the sleep suite to you all, having locked up most of the important items. Um, After you rested, there was a moment of conversation, given that it was evening time, and thinking about the moments that thinking about what had transpired in just that short a day, and how much that has happened in the last few days of just having known these people for this amount of time. So much of what you know and who you are right now being connected to these three hooligans.
Hooligans.
and
Cheers.
peers, these colleagues who
Colleagues.
you have saved from the jaws of life, um, relatively unharmed for the most part, where others fell quickly, or yeah, where others fell quickly, you were one of at least two who consistently were able to maintain consciousness
Yeah.
during fights.
During
Although out
fights. Outside of
outside of
fights.
combat, it has been touch and go at least once during this our story. But now in this moment of thinking about the bits and the number of flashes of memories of something that feels like it was you, but you do not recall beyond these flashes, and seriously thinking about the need to take a second to oneself to figure out who, what, when, where, why, and how, especially with your last memory being a memory of you being a sword being plunged through the armor into your chest, or at least through your chest, armor unclear. It was a brief snap of a moment that did not cause effects of the usual effects of recalling memory. However, it was quite the awful memory, as you since you had attempted to sort through your mind to see if something would come out regarding zombies, or something else. Watch the previous episodes. Um, it was in trying to sort that information, trying to pluck something out of the fragments of mind, or trying to see if there was something deeper that you can pull from to embrace for your current moment. You were met with the end, or at least one. With this, you saw your friends talking. Um, I think friends, would Luna consider them friends?
I think Luna would be thinking about it for sure because technically Luna hasn't known them for more than 2 days, 3 days,
A
right?
few days, but who has
Yeah.
Luna known for more than a few
Probably,
days?
probably that's very true. Luna hasn't known many people for more than a few days. So I guess you could say Luna starting to really think of these people as the closest thing they have, sorry,
They
at the
have.
moment. They have at the moment. Um, and that although they don't agree all the time with what the others say or do, um, they they still feel um, connected to them, so, in some way, connected to their peers in some way. Um,
Okay.
Peers, colleagues, friends,
Hooligan.
yeah, hooligans. Luna's still trying to even figure
Survivors.
out, yeah, because survivors, because Luna hasn't really had that many relationships with people,
Mm-hmm.
so they don't know really what it's like to have friends, or like what like what type of definition they would give to friends, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's trying to decide something based on instinct
Mm-hmm.
because you don't have because you don't have the memory. You only have what happened to you, but you don't know what that was.
Yeah, and and Luna only has that feeling, those feel like strong feelings of like, oh, okay, maybe this doesn't feel right, or okay, maybe they should say something about this because they don't feel comfortable with this happening, but not necessarily like, oh, based on experiences with other people. It's more. It could be that it's kind of like body memory in a way of
Mm,
like feeling apprehensive towards specific people
yeah, like
or
things reacting to
yeah.
I purposely said what happened to you. A reference
Mhm.
to go listen to Share Club Pod. A reference to the book of like because the response isn't always going straight into the like conscious thinking. It's
Mhm.
because it's something happening. You're going into that like fight or flight immediately, or fight, flight, freeze, fawn, or
Flock.
flee, flock. Yeah,
Flock.
fight, flight, freeze, flock,
Fawn.
fawn. There's a lot.
There's so many F's.
But going into that state,
Yeah.
um, and not really even having the full, not even really having the capacity to process, like knowing what happened. There is this weird gap in the process of like sorting through emotions for Luna,
Hmm.
and I think I want you to make a D20 roll for me, just a straight D20.
D20. Oh, my die. Oh, well, I'm just going to throw the one here. Let's see. Roll. Oh, I got a 14.
14. Okay. Okay, so these are going through your mind. Your friends, they got up. They're like, Faye like had moved away quickly and did some other stuff and then came back, but like you you hear the familiar ringing again. That ringing of um the ringing in your ear that you heard um when you first awoke in the field. Um and you say you tell those present in the room. Can you tell I didn't watch the last episode? Okay. Those present in the room, you tell them, I'm gonna go into town to figure out a thing, and they give you weird puzzled looks, but uh, then after that you exit out
Does
into.
anyone figure out what's going on? Or do I roll for that?
I think they in this moment they have other concerns, and so the weirdness of what you said, keeps that up. How you said it, of like I'm gonna go into town and look around and figure out things, and the stunted way you said it, the like it didn't come out as like, hey, I'm feeling this way, I don't like this. It was, I need to do they Luna being Luna, or Luna being whoever Luna is. Luna being Luna right now, no matter who Luna was, and if Luna's name was Luna, which was likely not. Luna.
Luna, 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 Luna,
I
Luna.
think they take you for your word, knowing, like being able to tell that like you're off, something's off, and that you know what you need, and so they let you. They don't stop you.
Okay.
Um, but now I ask Luna. Um, leaving Generique's, out and it's the evening. Like sometimes I feel like someone's gonna stare at. Sorry, pause. I feel like sometimes I feel like someone's gonna like stare at Geo, like gonna watch a video and be like, "Well, Geo, you said 8 o'clock last time, and now you're saying 12." Like I don't fucking know, dog. So we're gonna say
It's
like
some time of the
9.
day.
Yeah, because like a few hours passed in game last time. Um, like last episode, but I think right now we're kind of rewinding the clock a bit to and then moving forward to catch
Yeah, just
to
because
get back up.
they took a nap too. Oh, they made them
Well,
sleep.
they
Right?
you all did the long rest. All of you did the long rest, but um, yeah. So where does Luna go?
Well, Luna.
Knowing in Taurine, um, you know, if you let me know if you need a description of Taurine again and like some actual options. But what is Luna thinking?
So Luna leaves Generiques. A bit confused, trying to process everything that just happened. Um, they tried to walk back to where they entered the town, like their first time that they arrived. Um,
Okay.
trying to like walk backwards, like all the stuff that's happened. Luna, as they're walking back towards that fountain, they, I feel like they stop by where Faye got stabbed the first night they were there. Then kind of like visual, like gets flashbacks of like
Hmm.
the memories happening of the stuff going on. Um, because technically it only passed like a few, few days ago,
Yeah.
and so stuff is still pretty like inside Luna, and like not really quite processed them yet because it's been one thing after another, and they don't feel like they've stopped enough because they technically don't sleep. So they rested, but it's they haven't really had time where they emotionally, I guess, are rested in that sense. Physically, it's kind of, I don't know how to describe it, but like physically they don't feel tired, but at the same time just focusing on things is starting to get kind of fuzzy. um and so they left, um and then they walk by again. um Sorry, they come back towards the, because you said it's the, I'm trying to um it's the fountain, and then around is like everything else, right?
So yeah, so there's so the fountain is on Mid Hill.
On the mid.
Um yeah. It's Mid Hill because it's in the middle of the
Yeah.
town. Um so in the middle of the town there's the notice board, there's the
Yeah, the
fountain
notice board in the
and
fountain.
the gazebo. Um
Yeah.
which you remember like seeing someone like playing music in the gazebo,
Hmm.
like trying to get tips when you first arrived. You remember um,
I was
the
trying to
town,
get.
like there was the notice board, and you were looking for jobs, and you
Hmm.
saw a strange symbol.
Yeah, well,
Um,
Luna tries to go back to those places to see if the symbols are still, because they were carved, right?
yeah, the symbol was carved into the notice board, like into
Hmm.
the wood of the notice board, and was obscured,
Hmm.
like like was supposed to be obscured by an actual notice, but
Hmm.
part of it had like flashed,
Yeah.
if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, so Luna kind of goes back to those places because they, now that they've thought through a lot of their memories from the past couple of days, they want to kind of double check everything,
Okay.
given uh, everything that's happened, and to see if any of those strange things that they saw when they first arrived had anything to do with what's been going on now, and if it has anything to do with them remembering these things. um, and so um, can Luna
Yeah,
Ghost.
where do we go to first? Because I'm hearing a like a plan,
Yeah.
but I
So
want to
do I
go.
go
I want to take it
first?
step by step. Like
How
leaving
how
Jins,
what's
where do you
closer?
go?
What would be closer from the spot where Faye got stabbed by
From the
the
spot. So okay, but so from Jins, you go to the spot where Faye got stabbed first.
yeah.
Okay, let's start there then.
Okay.
Because that's a bit. It's actually like a little bit out of town. Um, of like the main town area.
Yeah.
Uh, shit. My brain goes. This is why there's no map. Okay. um, I'm yeah. Anyway, there's a bit out of town. And you're remembering, and you're
Yeah, because Luna doesn't think about going back and seeing the symbol until after they remember, like being they walk
Mhm.
all the way to, let's say that they're like walking towards outside, like out of town and stuff, and then they end up arriving at where Faye got stabbed, and then that's when all the other memory about like getting stabbed and all this stuff like start connecting, and then that's when they kind of like realize like, oh, there was this thing I saw the first day I was here,
yeah.
and then they decide to go back. But
They'll
do you
like
want to
as
go
they're thinking.
rolling?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to see because as you're here, like you will recall that like after that battle, which I would assume that like Luna's keeping a head on a swivel, given that it is nighttime and they're going to the same kind of place in which
They passed
Faye,
out.
left alone, could have likely died.
Yeah.
Like, make a perception check for me. That's what I'm gonna have you do first.
Okay. So perception. Let's see. It's in the skills, right? I
Yes,
just click on that one. Okay.
alphabetical order.
Dang it, that's low. 11.
11. Okay. You don't really see you don't see any threats at the moment.
Okay.
What I will say is when you arrive to the spot, it just like for something so significant to have happened, it looks like just a plain like it's just a piece like a dirt. It's just dirt and a tree.
Mm.
Like honestly, like there's no traces of anything that had happened before here anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like no blood,
Could
no.
I notice if it had like been cleaned?
I can tell you that without rolling, is
Okay.
it was not a place that was scrubbed clean. It was just life goes on, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But like you had a memory here. It was the memory, like, and this memory knocked you on your ass. Like
Mm-hmm.
um, how do you feel about like thinking about the fact that you had that memory? How do you feel about that right now?
Well, kind of um worried, a little worried that something might trigger another memory and not being prepared, um,
Mm-hmm.
like with anybody around. Um, so if I were to faint again, then and it's nighttime, then what the hell would happen,
Mm-hmm.
right? Um, so, but at the same time, like Luna's curiosity about their past doesn't like stop like them from thinking about what else they could remember. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care. Um, I mean, I do care. I'm more. My curiosity is is more than my fear of being of being here alone and passing out. Or I don't know if maybe it's more than curiosity. Like I feel like curiosity has like a positive connotation to it, but in this sense, it's kind of like a
Like dread. Like you're like something's behind the door and it may kill me.
yeah, yeah.
Um how long do you stay at this moment as the dread is starting to set in of this place that while looking insignificant, you know many things happened. It may happen again.
I think not more than like 15 minutes or 10 minutes,
Okay.
kind of like in because as you said, there's really nothing else left here, and there's not a lot that I can inspect, and so I um kind of decide like, okay, so I guess there's nothing left for me here.
Yeah.
Um,
Make Okay, so as we move to the next place, um make another perception check for me. Wow, I just rolled
Holy
3.
shit, that's worse. 6.
6.
I feel like something's going to attack me and I'm not gonna notice until last minute.
Okay.
Like, yeah, just keep
So um you return back into town having that realization, like having like after this moment of dread, you're like, no, okay, let me start looking for answers
Mm-hmm.
in this town of like,
Yeah.
I know you know that there may be some clues outside of town, but but you also know that like what's going on in town is like things keep happening here.
Mm-hmm. So there's something like I think that for a moment, Luna is trying to figure out more what's going on with the town than what's going on with them. Like after that dread, like realization of like, you know what, you gotta stop for a moment because people
Yeah.
are dying, and the dying is coming back to hunt, like to kill people, and so like the dead is coming back, so something clearly is going on and you got to get your shit together, um at least for now, like for a little,
Hmm.
um and so especially because now after Faye asked Luna and everybody if they could help them with their journey, um they kind of, you know, said, you know what, like I can look for my stuff while I help this
Yeah.
person that is now becoming like the closest thing I have to any sort of relationship I've ever had so far. Um,
Yeah.
so Luna keeps just,
Question.
what's up?
When you became level 3, did we have had you were you able to roll for your hit points?
Yes, I think so.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I just want to make sure. Okay, cool.
Am I gonna
I
get
was
hit?
like,
Probably.
I'm looking at your character sheet right now
Oh
for multiple
shit!
reasons.
I'm gonna get hit from the back.
They you finna get hit from the back? Oh my
You
gosh.
nasty, Jill.
You said it.
Oh, well, you thought it. Oh wait, it's the opposite.
Allah.
Allah.
Okay. Okay. So as you're hmm, do I want I have to commit to this. I gotta
Just
commit to
do
it.
it. Just do
I just
it.
gotta do it. I just gotta
Just
do it.
do it.
Let me
Just
not be
do
too
it.
nice. Yeah. All right. So
You nice
uh
as a DM? No. Just throw it at me.
okay, so in that case, I actually need to make an attack roll.
Allah madre. Allah. I knew it. I was gonna get hit by the bat. Those damn
Okay.
perceptions were bad.
So it's you feel a rock hit the back of your head.
A la madre.
Yeah, because this is a 19 plus 4. So that's 23.
That's direct hit.
So yeah, you feel a rock hit the back of your head and you
Like,
take rolling the purple dice.
oh,
Purple D4. Let me see.
how much
That's a
attack?
2. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage to the back of the head. Like
Four
it's like
damage.
it hurts like a wow.
Oh shit!
What do you do?
I'm trying to take off damage, but two two damage, right?
It was 4 damage
Oh, sorry, four
total.
damage.
So yeah,
Okay, so I have 17 left.
yeah. So yeah, you get hit in the back of the head
Okay,
as you're walking
let's
back.
role play this. Let's role play this.
Yeah.
Chills. Sorry, Luna's just kind of like walking, and then is it hard enough for me to like stumble down or oh,
Like
kinda.
I'm not fin like you're not about to fall down. You just get hit hard in the back of the head, and you're
I mean, if
like
I'm
if you
bleeding,
feel a rock hit the back of your head, and like
if I feel a rock, like I think I like I wouldn't fall down, but I feel like I would at least go like
okay,
what? And then
make a perception check.
shit. Woohoo! Finally a 19.
Yeah, you don't see them, but you hear a bit of like rustling in like a
Oh,
nearby bush
okay. By
as you're
this
walking.
time, I like halfway towards the fountain area, mid hill, or am I like still on the outskirts,
You're still on the outskirts of town, but
closer
like
to where
because like you
Finga's
re-
at?
so this is the way like you would remember of like this is the direct like somewhere between Generiques and the Rue family farm is where Faye got hit at, and so that's like
Um,
a little outside of town.
mhm.
Um, on like it is on a road. It's not like near a road, but there's a little bit of like I won't even say it's bush, just like in some grass and some tall grass. That's what I'll say. There's some tall grass. You know it's tall grass there, but like you don't see a creature of any kind, but you see the rustling of like a after like when you turn around to see who the fuck hit you.
Yeah, I feel like at first I'd be like, wait, what? Like, what? So what happened? Like all these emotions just coming. Okay, so I noticed there's something in some tall grass.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Luna's like, what the fuck? But um, I feel like Luna before approaching would take out their dagger, but not attack. Could I do that?
Yeah, dagger in
Yeah, like
hand.
could I have my dagger in my hand, like not showing it, but kind of like like
Like
in the
a
movies, like wait,
yeah,
because
like you have it to
I
your
have
side security.
yeah, because I have like the long cape type of thing. Oh, well,
Okay,
not cape. What is it called?
cloak.
Cloak ish, but it's because I have long sleeves.
Yeah, you do have long
Yeah.
sleeve.
So I feel like I'd have it like just enough where I'm hiding it and
Mm-hmm.
I'm walking towards the noise. Um can do I do another perception to see if I like see something, or am I is that like my
Well,
movement?
like it's more no, yeah, it's like it's not about like what you can see right now. It's about what you do because you already tried to look at this moment and you saw the
Okay, so
rustling.
I'm like I think I'm gonna go closer.
Okay, how
Um
close?
well, I don't know how close am I. Like how far away
Let
am I?
me. Uh, well, you're within 30 feet. Actually, I don't even have to answer that. I don't even have to find that out. You're within 30 feet
Okay. Yeah, because that shit,
of.
that rock must have been like close enough. Like whoever threw a rock, I feel like you must have been at least like close enough to throw that.
Mhm.
Unless you're really, 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 really good.
Yeah,
Or you have like
like
a
when you turn
slingshot.
around to look around where it was, it's like some tall grass to the left of your position now.
Hmm.
So, uh, yeah,
Okay.
what's Luna doing? What does Luna
So
do? Say
I think
role play.
Luna, so Luna's probably gonna, let me see, can I, if I'm not in battle mode, can I still use like spells and shit?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Mm, limited use. What is this?
battle mode. Combat.
Combat mode.
I just I'm like battle mode. Hell yes, battle mode.
Where are my spells? Oh, okay, I'm thinking the wrong one. Can I do? Wait, what is this? What is this?
What is what?
Until this, you ward a creature within range against attack until the spell ends, and any creature who targets you warned creature within attack must first make a Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the
Are
creature.
you looking at Sanctuary?
Oh yeah, I'm reading Sanctuary.
Yeah, so this would be like you could choose to do this on yourself.
Yeah. Like because
Thing is, like
one willing creature you
it'll
touch.
go away if you cast another spell
Okay.
that affects the enemy, or like if you cast a spell that affects an enemy, or you try to make an attack.
Oh, okay.
Like affect enemy or like deal damage to another creature kind of thing. So
Okay.
you can still like I just want to make sure you know that like Sanctuary is the play of like leave the Sanctuary like you can't touch me kind of
Okay.
like it's really fucking hard for you. It's harder, more difficult for you to touch me.
Okay, so I'll do because this one says Wrathful Smite.
Okay.
And that one's like would be on my melee weapon, right?
Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would be like
extra.
Next time you hit a creature, you would be able to add that psychic damage.
Okay.
And they would make a Wisdom save to be frightened of you.
Okay, I'll do that. Let's see.
Okay, so bonus action.
If it's a kid, then poor kid.
Okay, so now you actually need to make an attack roll at a creature, which would be a disadvantage since you don't know you know the area the creature is in, but you can't.
Oh, okay. No, it's not like
you can't like hold it. No, it's a bonus action. It's like it's concentration. So it's like you cast the spell and it is like on your weapon until you hit something. So like it'll happen. You have to hold on to the spell in order to do the thing, but you'll only be able to do it once. So it's like you're putting it on. You're preparing your sword, but you're not preparing the spell.
You get what I mean? Okay, so it's okay if I just have my
sword.
Not my sword. Dagger? Sorry, the dagger with me and walk towards it, and that's it.
Yeah, that can be enough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that could totally be enough.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, you don't have to like compound of like I do this, and this, and then now what? And like it's okay. Like you can be like, is there anything you say as you walk towards, or you just?
I think I try to talk to whoever threw that rock at me, and Luna would be like, "Hey, that wasn't nice." I feel like that's definitely something to say, like, to kind of like just walking towards it and say, like, "Hey, I think you might have aimed at the wrong person. I was just walking around. Are you okay?" Like, but like saying those things at the same time as holding a dagger in the fucking back of their hand because they're scared that something.
Yeah, the back of their hand. Yeah.
Yeah, like not scared, but kind of like in that mode of like in any moment I can
like ready. Yeah.
Mode. Yeah, like in any moment I can go into fight mode, but I'm gonna try it and persuade you into dealing with the situation in a peaceful way. But if you
does a 16 hit?
My armor class is 16.
You're like, I'm trying to do this in a peaceful way, and I'm like, does it 16? Sorry. Yeah.
16 is my armor is 16. So would that mean
with D&D is meets it beats it? So
it meets it. Okay. So you hit me.
So I hit you. So the creature hits you. It's not me.
Can I? Do I have like
what would
like
you be doing on your reaction?
Yeah, like a reaction attack. No, can I do that? I think I have that. No.
What are you talking about? Like an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, because they're trying to
Attack
attack
of
me
opportunities only happen when
when
it's a
they're
creature
running
leaving
away
your
from me,
yeah,
right? Yeah, when they're running
exactly.
away from me, not when they're
And
at.
this is not that's
Okay,
not what's happening.
okay, okay,
Um, you take another 4 bludgeoning damage as
okay.
a rock hits the back of your head from the other side of the
A
tall
la
grass.
madre, qué pedo! Someone, so they're at me. What the fuck?
There's a
Okay,
second
so
on the
4.
other side.
1, 2, 3, 4. Chale.
You know you
Um,
can type in the number and then click damage.
oh yeah, but that's fine.
You're like, this is more fun. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
All right.
there's likely still a creature here in front of you, but there's definitely but like now you know that there's a creature on the other tall grass as
On the
well.
other tall grasses, like on the other side of the.
Yeah, because like it's a road. There's like there's a bit of like patches of tall grass on both sides.
Yeah. Damn it. I wish I had like a spell where I could just kind of like hit everybody in my radius. But
There
I
are
don't think.
area effect spells. You just don't have any prepared at this moment.
Okay.
Yeah, you just don't have any area of effect spells.
It's like I don't have any of them,
prepared.
I think.
We can talk about what spells you have right now versus what you would like to prepare between sessions. We can talk. We can chat that later. But right now, we got what we got.
Okay, so
What we
can
doing?
I
Are you
can
still trying the peaceful route?
I guess not. Bitch
Okay,
try
roll
to
initiative.
his bitch's friend trying to attack me.
Roll initiative.
Can I I have -1. I have 4.
Okay, they go first.
Of course I go first. Shit.
Okay, so creature comes out of the rustle. It's this small red, like red skin, like leathery, kind of like snake like, but they look adorable. They're just a tiny creature, and like
Luna thinks, fuck, they're cute.
there's a knife. They come at you with a knife, and it's like, give me your money.
Oh shit.
Give me your fucking money.
Luna tries really hard not to laugh because they're fucking bleeding from their head and they feel dizzy now.
Your money now.
Oh gosh.
You're rich. Give me your money.
You're rich.
Yeah,
I'm
what
not
is
rich.
that? Give me your money.
Is it just one?
The other one comes out a little bit, not going all the way to you, but like comes out of the other tall grass. Yes. What is that? Give me your money. Give us your money. Yeah, give me your money.
Oh my goodness. Did
These are
they
like-
attack me a second time?
No,
I mean,
they are not attacking.
They
at
just
this
came
turn.
out like that was their move.
Yeah, they came out. That's their turn. Your turn.
That's their turn. Oh shit. Damn it. I don't want to hurt these things.
Do you say that?
No, I don't say that. I think that because I don't know what they are. So I don't want to say that.
You want to try to figure it out? Like, what are we doing? There's a lot of things you can do.
Can I do
beyond
several?
the character sheet?
Okay.
But it's like one. It has to be like one thing at a time.
So I
especially now
can't
that
do
we're in
perception.
battle mode.
Like actions. Can I do
There's
like
action, bonus action, reaction.
Okay. So what's the reaction then?
It happens on something like an attack of opportunity or certain spells that you can do on a reaction, but reactions are when it's not your turn.
So if like my actions are part of like if I do checks, or are those different?
What check are you thinking of? Like, what kind of thing are you trying to sort out?
I'm trying to figure
don't tell
out.
me a thing off the list, but tell me what you're figuring out.
No,
and I'll tell you
I'm
what
trying to figure out. I guess like what they are first. Like
okay.
If at all, because you said that you gave me a remember, but I want to know if Luna knows and whether they've like I don't know. I'm trying.
We're plucking out of the depths again to see if something pops out.
Yeah, like I'm trying to figure out like what I mean, if I've read anything about these creatures, if I've like you know,
Okay, yeah, because there is some time of you having done some reading, but prior to the beginning of this adventure
yeah, so I want to
of this
know if
campaign, yeah.
Luna has any sort of like knowledge, because part of Luna's like background, from what I remember my character sheet, is like they go and like learn about different cultures and different species and whatnot to kind of like
Yeah,
figure out like anything that resembles their background. And so I want to know if this is like something Luna might have encountered in the past.
make
Um,
a history
Heavy
check with
history.
advantage. Yeah,
Okay.
with advantage. I'll
Okay,
also
let's.
let you know that you have an inspiration, which
Oh,
means that
I
like
saw
you
it. I
could
saw
do,
it.
yeah,
Okay,
you
so
can
I
do
have
one
a.
re-roll, just before, but it has to be before I tell you whether or not you succeed or fail. Is when
Chale.
like, you know
Bueno,
what I'm
that's.
calling?
I got a 14.
14. Okay,
Yeah.
is that what you want to stick with?
Yeah, because that was the first roll was a 4.
Okay, so these are um kobolds. So these are like tiny, like they're in the like dragon family of fantasy creatures. Um, they're short. They don't live a long time.
I just
Uh,
googled them.
they have, yeah, they are tiny and adorable. Looking sometimes, though sometimes they are
Are they
also can
wearing little
also,
clothes?
and sometimes they are known to look awful and ravenous because not it not no race is a monolith. Um, but like these creatures look to be they like there there's stuff you've read about, like when you were reading it, you were like, this is sus of like the way they're describing these creatures. Oh, like they go like kobolds are thieves and they do all of these things, this and that. And it's like, yo, no, these are clearly people that have the people who wrote this did not like kobolds for on some like racist shit.
Okay,
Um,
okay. Yeah, I figured.
because they
I
met
kind
a
of like.
couple kobolds that one time, and that
Mhm,
it's like there's something deeper to situations of like people being of certain fantasy races being in certain positions,
mhm,
certain occupations beyond the some, but and it doesn't have to do with something about the race as a whole, just
mhm.
is the circumstances of the societal circumstances um, coming down. So these two kobolds are thieves and happen to fit into some of those stereotypes in this moment, but
Mhm.
that doesn't mean that they're all thieves or that they don't have a heart.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think.
Your money now. Give me
Okay,
your money.
give me a sec, y'all. Okay, let's calm down. All right. What's going on? Why do you need the money? Do you need help getting something? Can I help you get something? I'm trying not to hurt anybody, although you did throw stuff at me. Can I try to, since I'm talking to them, can I um try to
You
get like
persuasion.
my life back, my points back from my what's it called?
Okay, so here's my question:
What's up?
Are you choosing to heal yourself, or do you want to put some oomph behind your chatting? So
Yeah,
like,
so I might want to
because I'm like, do
definitely
you
do
want to
that
just say these
spell.
things, or do you want to try to persuade people in
I'm
this
trying to
moment?
persuade them. Oh, well, yeah, because that's my checks, right? Like my what's it called? My charisma.
Persuasion is a skill, and it
My
does use
my
your charisma.
yeah, my charisma. I'm gonna try,
Yeah.
but I can't do both the charisma and a spell, right?
No, I like
Only do one thing at
like
a
because
time.
the history check, I'm like, I'm gonna give you the history check for free, but like right now you're saying a thing to them, but
Hmm.
if you like are trying to persuade them to like give you answers, and that
Yeah.
like if you want to do more than just ask, if you want to like be convincing in the way that you're
Yeah, I want
asking,
to try
that's a
and be
cool thing to do.
convincing to like I
Yeah,
want them to feel like, I mean, of course they're not going to trust me right
no,
away.
make a persuasion check for me and let's see what happens.
Okay.
You're
Vamos a
good.
ver.
I wish you well.
If not, I'll use my inspiration. Is 17 good?
Do you want to stick with 17?
Yeah, I'll leave my inspiration for like me getting a nat one. Because it has happened.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Do they feel sort
as
of
you look
convinced?
between them, as you let me decide. As you look between them, as you look like you're seeing, and they're like, look, we just want your money. You're asking for so many questions. Give us your. These voices are not easy on the voice. Give us your money. We need money. I need to move. We need to move, Grandma. Give us your money.
Oh,
Your
so
money now.
okay. Do they do any like movement? Do they try to attack me again?
No, they're still like one's like the one in front of you has a dagger out. Like, give your money. And they almost like has like what you see is like a sling, being like, yeah, your money now. Like they're not actively attacking you right now,
They're just talking.
but you suspect that if you made a move,
They'll
they make one too.
they make another one too. Would they notice if I like do like a cast a spell for sanctuary or
I mean, I think yeah, spells aren't most spells aren't subtle.
okay. All right, I'm gonna try not to scare them.
Not saying that you can't try.
Yeah,
or
but
that you can't do that for your turn, but I am saying.
But I don't want them to run away because now I'm worried about Grandma.
Grandma!
I'm worried about the grandma now.
Your
I'm
money!
invested. Luna's invested.
Okay, so what does Luna, who's invested about the grandma, say?
Okay. So I'm gonna try and like speak, talking to both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And trying to get. Can Luna try and like as they're speaking, trying to get closer to like how big is this dagger? Could it really like? I mean, I guess if it.
With their dagger, it's the size of a normal dagger.
Okay. It's because they show them as being tiny, and so like how much
they
smaller
are tiny, but it's
how much so they can carry a full size dagger.
Yeah.
Or daggers... are they the size of the dagger?
No, they're not that.
Because I feel like daggers are.
So
like
they're
this.
Small. So they're small creatures. They're not tiny creatures. They're small.
Okay, they're just small. So like Luna is this big, and because Luna's not that tall either.
So like
Luna's
like
in the middle.
Like you're quite taller than them,
but not significantly taller.
Yeah, but they're small, but like maybe like 3-4 feet.
Like 3-4 feet. Okay, because Luna's 5'2", so they're probably like not even that much like shorter than Luna. Okay.
We need to give the money to Grandma. Give us your money. Give us your money now.
Okay. So look. My name is Luna. Okay.
Luna.
Yes. Hello. Your grandma is sick. I may be able to help your grandma. I can do healing spells. Like, do you know what a healing spell is? I can help heal your grandma. Because does Luna know if they have like any magical, like, do they cast any magical stuff, or they just like they're just creatures?
You don't know.
I don't know. Okay. All right. So you
can help Grandma?
If you tell me what's wrong with Grandma, I could probably find a way to help her. Yes.
Grandma's old.
Okay, Grandma's old. I hope she's not. Oh, like Luna thinks in their head. I hope they're not dead, because that's something definitely I cannot help with.
Grandma's old. Yeah, Grandma's old. And if we're trying to get Grandma home. Okay. Yeah, we're going with Grandma home. And if we don't go home, then Grandma won't be able to go with The ancestors. Yeah, the ancestors. We have to get Grandma home for the ancestors.
Okay, and how far away is home?
I gotta make a roll.
They're trying to figure out things as they're telling me
Oh,
stuff.
that's more like it. Grandma, far. It's on to Malvin. Only meanies.
What the fuck?
And that was no.
Okay,
Maybe we should ask. I don't know. We don't
maybe
know.
maybe we
Mr.
can ask grandma. Why don't you take me to your grandma and we can figure something out?
Grandma.
Would that be okay?
Grandma. Persuasion check.
Shit. Persuasion check. Do you have some water? You should drink water.
Yeah, I have water.
Okay, because of the voices.
It's less about the water. It's about where the voice is coming from. It's a dope voice, and not a. It's
Sorry,
a dope
that
voice, and
must
not a
have been.
diaphragm voice.
I'm so sorry. Like that's so loud. I'm sorry to whoever's listening. Guess what I got? I mean, I'm gonna use my inspiration, but guess what I
use
got?
your inspiration. So you got a net one, but
I got a nat 1 plus 2 because of my.
Yeah, use your inspiration if you're using it.
If I get another nat 1, I'm gonna cry because these little things are gonna stab me, and I'm not gonna want to attack them. Fuck. Okay, please. Let's see if I can do this. Shit, and it's what's it called? Persuasion, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't see. Woohoo! 20, 30, 20. Great.
Yeah, let's okay. Let's go to Grandma.
Can I leave the what's it called? The attack, or am I still?
Yeah, no, we're not in combat turn anymore.
Okay,
We've kind
great.
of been out of it for a bit. We've just been chatting. I was like, combat started. I was like, who makes the move first is really, yeah. So they lead you into town. And I'll give you based on your passive perception. As they lead you into town, like what you see is that like when you get back to town, that you're seeing like people with wheelbarrows collecting the bodies of like the fallen, of like those zombies, or like those who were
somebody already went and started
those who are like
cleaning the bodies.
Yeah, and you're seeing because it's been 8 hours like since the
sure.
So like some of those last remnants of people taking bodies, and you see with your passive, like as they're like one of them is like, no wait, I'm doing this out of order. Like you see the Viscount chatting with someone walking from Generiques across the road, headed towards the gazebo, like, or at least towards Midhill. But you're not going towards Midhill. You're not even going towards Generique. You're going to like the other side. My Branky's going left. We can like to the right is Generiques, to the left is anyway. You go to the left, and this is why this town doesn't have a map. You go to and like they take you to a building. They take you to like this small like townhouse thing that's next to the general store. That's just like small little place of like somebody living in like what maybe used to be like a store, or like a more like early stage home of like early Taurine history. Like it's still there, and like it's kind of just being kind of rented out, and it's kind of like it's not an inn, and it's not being used as an inn, but somebody might be like renting it for free. But they don't even take you into the building. Like they're not even in a building. What you see is
like a
they
shack.
take you to the alley between the general store and this like townhouse thing.
This is evening, right? Like
yeah, and it's
still sun or no?
You get into an alleyway, and like one of them, as like when you clocked, like I'm assuming you would have like took a second to pause, noticing the Viscount and this person and like someone with him, but then like one of them is like, no, this way, we're going this way for Grandma, and
Okay.
they lead you into an alley. The alley is not lit. It is a dark alley.
Shit, I don't have
Make a
any.
perception check.
I was about to say, can I do a perception check?
Yeah, of course.
Woohoo, 17.
17. You're yeah, like you see two figures. One sitting against the wall of, let's call it the old house, next to like this old house, um and a larger creature next to them, kind of like not sitting but like crouched down next to them. uh but you're only getting the silhouette. Do you let them take you into the alley?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm already
Okay.
this far in.
So they take you into the alley, and like as you get closer, you get more obvious. Like not only do you have this kobold who's like older, kind of like with a bit of a pouch, and like I like pouches and like older like stomach pouch. Like
Yeah.
is the leathery skin is like in some places it's even tighter across like the face of like thinning skin, but in other places it's like around the neck it's still like it still has that like wrinkle flab of it, so it looks like when like leather boots have been like worn out a little bit. There's like with a 17 you can tell that there's like places of like where we would go like if somebody who's like hasn't taken care of their skin and like or it's like ashy a little bit, so there's like cracked skin a little bit. And like some whiskers of like
Hair.
like
Little bit.
gray and flaking, like gray hair with like some flaking skin at the scalp of
Okay.
of this of this grandma kobold. And next to them is a larger creature that you would know. I'm just gonna let the history check carry over. That you would know, like you would recognize as what's usually called a hobgoblin.
Oh, what?
Hobgoblin.
Oh, hop. Oh,
Which is also someone who has like red skin as well,
okay.
but is more of like taller than you, though they are crouched right now, and they are holding their side at the moment from an injury. Um, and so he's got like a beard, like he's got like he's got like hair and a beard and like stuff. It's hard for me to describe hobgoblins honestly, even though I actually like them a lot.
It's okay. I'm looking at a lot of pictures of them.
So yeah, but like this one, like there's like a scar on the face, but yeah, and they're dressed for travel. Like, make an insight check for me.
Like to tell whether they've been in here for a long time or if they're just passing by, like out of.
I want to see what you get on an
attacking.
insight check, and I'll tell you what I tell you. Because this isn't more of like you passively
18.
noticing something. 18. Okay, so with this insight check, like you notice that like you're sorting out you're figuring out the situation of like, okay, this person is here to protect grandma, and those who are here with grandma whose age or rather maturity for the fantasy race has yet to be officially determined. But you know that this grandma is grandma. Like, that's grandma. Grandma! Grandma! We have someone. They can heal you. Not me, silly. Oh, sorry. Not me, silly. I'm just old. You need to help Eldo. Eldo? No, take two.
Aldo.
LD.
Eldio.
Eldio.
Eldio. I like that.
Eldio. For those who have forgotten, I make up names with a category die.
Eldio. So he's the one with the scar in the face.
Yes. And like he turns to you. They said you could heal. Can you heal?
Okay. I have can I do like a medicine check to see like what's wrong? Or
Yes, though you could also choose to talk to them.
okay. Alrighty.
It's up to
Okay.
like what Luna would do. Would Luna just figure out what's wrong and then do it, or would Luna talk to them to see?
Yeah, okay, that's true. That's true. Um alrighty. So hello LDO. Did I never got the kids. I keep I think thinking them of kids, but they never
Yeah,
said
you
their
didn't.
names,
You
right?
never asked.
Yeah, I never asked their name. It's because I said hi, I'm Luna, and like in my head, like they replied Luna. They interrupted me when I was about to ask what their names were, and so it was kind of really hard.
Luna.
Yeah, it was kind of really hard to ask because I was trying to not be attacked again.
Luna.
Okay,
Luna.
so hi everybody. Hello, Grandma, LDO, Luna. I mean, I'm Luna. Um, do I can I like um I'm trying to figure out a way. This is me thinking, trying to figure out a way on how to ask them for their names without them feeling bad, but at the same time, it's kind of like at this point, I should probably just say, um, your grandchildren. I could say that. Yes. Okay. Okay. Going back into roleplay, Luna.
I was like, I feel like this is happening in real time for Luna.
Yes, it's definitely feeling in real
They're
time.
like, hi, your grandchildren.
Yeah. Your grandchildren, grandma, brought brought me. We had a small altercation. Is that what it's like? Is that the word? Altercation. Yes, altercation. But they told me about a situation where you needed help. It looks like LDO needs the help. What happened? Did somebody attack you? Did Are you traveling? Is there anything that you'd like me to know to see if I can help you uh, uh, heal you? I have certain abilities to help, but I want to make sure that it applies to your situation. I don't know. Luna's kind of
Oh,
thinking like,
you
"Oh shit, Luna, what the fuck are you doing?"
you ask a lot of questions in rapid fire. Are you nervous?
Kind of.
That's
Well,
fair. That's fair.
I did get hit by a rock twice in the head by your grandchildren, so I am a bit.
Bam, bing, bing, like an anime, like and you like the bump whelps on their head.
Luna just kind of
Ah,
goes like,
Ollie, Ollie, Gertie, how did
"Ollie's
attacking
dirty."
attacking this woman? Sorry, I have already lost the grandma's voice. That's why I don't usually do voices. Uh, attacking this woman already?
uh,
We
Luna
were not
thinks
raised like this.
Luna thinks, I don't know if I should mention I'm non binary at this moment, but I'm just going to keep it like this for now. Because, it happened. Like, Luna knows this. Like, sometimes people, when they perceive them as a woman, they tend to
Yeah,
be nicer than when they say they are queer or like something else. And
yeah,
so they're trying to keep up like this.
which is a choice.
Well, it's because I mean, I don't know. I think I'm thinking too much of uh,
No, I'm
like
saying
whether
no.
they'd be
I'm
attacked.
saying like Luna making this choice. It's still choice. Luna's making the choice right now.
Yeah.
I am now being distracted, detracting from it. But yes,
So Luna's gonna say, um, it's gonna think about it, but doesn't mind it like for a second because
yeah, yeah.
they're
Sorry,
trying.
Grandma. No, you apologize.
Uh,
And then LDO. Let me make a roll. LDO, whose stats I'm trying to find. Okay, there we go. LDO goes like, I don't think you should be assuming someone's pronouns or someone's gender just because of how they look to you. Luna, was it?
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that because I did feel a little bit um insecure about the situation. Yeah, I'm actually non-binary. My pronouns are they, them. So thank you for
He, him.
recognizing
Good.
that.
Yeah. Of course. Of course. Listen, I may be a sellsword, but I'm not. I'm not a fool.
I
Sorry.
appreciate. I appreciate.
Ugh.
Okay, so
Yes, we were attacked. Stabbed. I got stabbed. Fended off. Fended off the our attackers, but left me worse for.
okay, um, all right. So how many do I use? Can I use? Do I use medicine then to check like how many hit points they have left, or what would medicine be useful for? Like if I needed
So
to
it
do
would
a
tell you the kind
procedure,
of thing of like if there was like a specific thing of like you didn't know what was going on and trying to figure out what was going on.
then I would use medicine.
But like right now, they just told you what happened. They got attacked. They're kind of like
Okay, so can I
they're
give?
kind of like they're injured and kind of like not quite bleeding out, but like well, no, like not bleeding out quickly, but like they have like you're looking at it. I'll give you this based on like passive. Is that like they're like holding the wound there, but like they can't move and travel to even go and get help. And like
So
based on your previous insight roll, there's a certain amount of like this protection job. LDL's doing this protection job. It's probably not paying very well, and they probably can't afford
to go to a
proper
doctor and stuff.
healthcare,
Yeah.
let alone the possibility of any other factors that may be counting into them given their lifestyle or the lifestyle
Hmm.
that people assume about kobolds.
Okay.
And
All right.
hobgoblins also. Hobgoblins are also one of those quote unquote monstrous races.
Yeah. Well, can I so since they cannot
Do
seek
you
help,
want to heal?
I want to heal
Lay
that.
on hand?
Yeah, I want to heal him, but I don't know how many hit points
How
they
much do you
have.
want to put in?
Um well, enough for I want to give him enough because I gotta heal myself. I don't know if I should like sleep
Okay, yeah,
on
do a
him.
medicine check. I see
Yeah,
now. Because see now I understand the need for
I want to know because I'm like halfway through my life. Because I got, well, I'm not halfway through my life, but they did take 8 points from me, and I'm at
yeah,
13
make that
from
medicine check for
21.
me.
If
Yeah.
somebody tries attacking me or somebody tries attacking them again, and I get hit, then I'm down.
Yeah.
So I'm Luna. Okay, it's because what I've been thinking all of this stuff in my head and not out loud, like how I should be doing because I'm the only person here, so it would have been okay. So this is what Luna's thinking. Luna wants to know how many points LDO needs because they want to heal themselves in case whoever's looking for them or try to attack them comes back. Um, because it looks like pretty fresh from what he described. And if he's still bleeding,
Mhm.
then it's probably like whoever is trying to attack them is still looking for them or is still
Yeah.
probably
And
like,
also like I won't even lie, I was looking at like I've had this encounter since session 1 and I'm like, "Oh, I'll roll this out." But I was looking at the notes for it and I'm like,
mhm.
"Yeah, a medicine check fully makes sense." So, did you make it already?
No, I haven't. Okay. I hope I don't get all those. Ah, he blind Michelle! This is like 2 nat 1s in one damn session. Like, how? Please let me roll this shit again. I got a 5. This is
5?
like
Wait, it was a nat 1 plus your
plus
medicine?
4. Yeah, because I have a plus 4. Like,
Yeah, you can't tell more
fuck.
than what you've been told. So,
Okay.
it's up to you how much
Shit.
you
All
feel
right.
is enough.
So they can stand. Are they standing at least?
They're crouched.
They're crouched. Okay. Fuck.
Like kind of like crouched up against the wall, holding the wound and kind of like keeping like kind of like trying to like still while they're stationary keep some
Okay.
semblance of protection.
Let me see. So it says I can probably.
So you have 15 points
I have
to
15
continue
points.
for a long rest. It costs an action, which is not that big a deal. We're out of combat right now.
Yeah, I
Uh,
guess I could
you
give.
can spend 5 to cure a disease or neutralize a poison affecting creature, but other than that, like it's up to you how many points you choose to spend.
Okay. So for me, I think like I could heal them 15, 5, 6. 6 puntos.
Ooh, that nat one sucked. Okay.
You got a nat one too?
No, I'm saying you got a nat one, and I'm like, that's rough. That's rough.
Twice.
Twice.
Like twice. What the
Yeah,
hell?
you've had 2 nat ones a session. But yeah, well, one of them got inert. But yeah, so how many points are we getting in? I think
I'm doing
I don't want you to get stuck in analysis paralysis.
okay, analysis paralysis. I'll do 6 points.
6
If
points?
I hope that that's sort of enough for now. And
Mhm.
okay, can I like role play this now?
Yeah. Yeah. How do you
Okay.
feel?
Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing I did when I was trying to heal Jazz, um, in that alley stuff. And so Luna will kind of like do this whole like um water bending type of thing for listeners. Oh, and what and viewers. They're gonna like try and take some of something that looks like water, and it's shot in like it's bright blue silverish, and then I'm gonna try and put both my hands in both the like both the wounds, right? Because they have one in their neck, or is it their face, and then one in the bottom.
They're like gut shot, essentially.
Oh, it's just the gut. It's not in their
Yeah.
face. Okay.
Yeah, no, they have a scar on their face, but
Oh,
it's not.
okay, okay,
It's
okay,
not.
okay.
It's a
I
old one.
thought, I thought, I thought it was okay.
Yeah,
So
they got
Luna.
stabbed. They got stabbed in the gut
Okay, so um,
or
wait.
stomach,
So
rather.
before I do all of that, I'm gonna ask. Okay, Eldia, I'm gonna talk to Eldia. Eldio, right? Eldio, would you mind taking? Is there like a seat, or is there like somewhere where he can lay down around
We're
here?
in a we're in an alley, friend.
No, I'm asking you, dude.
No, yeah, but I'm answering as the person of like you're looking around,
Okay,
like Luna's looking for somewhere, and like we're in an alley, friend. We're in an alley, friend. If you
okay,
can help
okay,
out,
okay.
it would be much
Fine.
appreciated.
All right. Could you sit on the ground then for now? Like, do I make them sit on the ground? Or they're like, what the fuck?
They spit up blood.
Charlie. Okay.
But they are now flatly sitting on the ground.
Okay, okay. So now
Well,
Luna
against
will
the
start
wall, but like
against
on
the
the
wall.
ground.
Yeah. Like at least that they're like
Like similar to the way
okay.
the ground.
So Luna's gonna bend down, like, and sit and like lay, not lay, sorry, like sit with their knees like folded, I guess, if you want to think of something, and then do that whole like thing with the silver bluish, and then I'm while Luna's doing that and say, okay, so this shouldn't hurt. Okay, I'm gonna try and heal as much as I can, um, and hopefully, this will prevent you from having any like for it from it worsening. Um, and so Luna starts like and just kind of like moving uh, moving their hands like around the wound and kind of like an eight, like an infinity type of deal thing, because I feel like it would it didn't take as long with what's it called,
Yeah, it doesn't take
with
a long
jazz.
time. It's
It
like
doesn't
this
take
is like
with
a 6 second
yeah.
action. This is like
Okay,
a six
okay,
second thing. Yeah.
okay. So it's just gonna be like that, and it's just gonna be bright, and then poof. All right. What happens? Is it
Yeah.
enough
So what you
ish?
see is so first. So I'm going to tell you now, based on you having made this decision, you've made this decision. This person, you feel like as you feel this energy, like giving them this energy, is healing energy that like as you're giving it, you're still not like you have this power from instinct, and like as you're doing it, you're like trying to figure out like where like you're like remembering again, like once again this thing that I can do that I don't, and I don't know where it came from.
That I don't know where.
But what happened was this person who
I just healed is gonna try and attack me now.
no
Oh.
they were healed, they were at so that's and then you healed them for you
6
see the
points.
vigor, like yeah, so their vigor um uh hold on, because I'm making the note plus so yeah, so you feel the vigor. I had to make sure I did the math right. Okay, so the vigor the wound heals up. You see it like as like the hand like you remove you have like removed the stuff and like you're healing, and like the wound that was like in pus, like you feel it like it's like it seals up, cleans up, seals up, and like there's some more like color in their face of like there was like a bit of like paleness that you couldn't quite see before in the dark, but
Like
like you're
washed
feeling
up
like
red kind of thing.
yeah, like they were like they like pale, like how a person gets pale when they're sick.
Mm-hmm.
And from this you can tell that like you chose the right amount of hit points to put in, because not only was this person um hurt, they were also poisoned.
Oh shit.
They had been like poisoned, like whatever they were stabbed with was had poison on it.
Oh, okay.
Therefore,
It cured disease and neutralized poison.
yeah, you neutralized the poison they had.
Oh, great.
That they thank you so much, Luna. Thank you so much, Luna. We were so lucky to have not been um, harmed by the zombies. That, however, in our hiding away in this alley, someone tried to uh, keep us from coming in, thinking that we would attract more, being of our kind. If you understand what they mean, and I had to I had to cut them down, but they got their licks in first. And he points past the grandma to like where like you could now see this body, like you can now see the body of a person who had been like cut like a
Holy
couple
shit,
other
there's been a body in here this
yeah
whole time.
like at the very end of the alley, because they're about like
Okay.
midway through the alley, like
Okay.
10 15 20 feet, and then like there's another like 20 feet in the alley, but like it's past of like completely dark where like but now like you're pointing, now that it's been pointing out to you, there was another body, like there's a body just laid out and like
Stab.
it's been injured, like you can tell it's a corpse.
Mm-hmm.
Do you go closer to look?
Okay, so first, before I go and like inspect
Yeah, I
whatever is
mean,
going on.
yeah, tell me what happened a little bit, like yeah, I
So
had to
is it like he's well enough then?
he felt like you have invigorated this person like okay, to put it in simple terms, you have restored this person back to their full health.
Okay, good.
So they're not super strong, but like they were definitely on they were close, they were near dying.
Okay. All right. So I respond to them that I'm really sorry. I mean, there's nothing that probably I can say that could help with all of this stuff, but I'd like to apologize for all the other creatures that have, treated you the way that you've been treated. You deserved better, and that's why I decided not to attack. What were the names of the kids? The
Ollie and Gertie.
Ollie and Gertie. Yeah, attack Ollie and Gertie, even though they attacked me, because I understand that it can be hard to seek help when you're in a tough situation. So I'm glad I could be of help. Um, if you don't mind, do you can you tell me? Well, did you get anything from whoever attacked you? Like, did they say anything, or did they just you think that this was like an act of discrimination, that they just attacked you out of nowhere.
It was chaos with the zombies, and we were trying to seek the same protection as them. And because we came into the alley, they, in their state of fear mixed with whatever prejudice they held against kobolds and hobgoblins, um, they thought that we were also harbingers of death on them, but that we would hurt them by being here, either by attacking them or uh, by attracting attention.
Okay. Okay, so
But there's kids I have to protect,
of
and
course.
I gotta get Miss Dory home.
And where is home? If you don't mind me asking.
We're headed to Interhaven. It's gonna be a long walk for us. It takes it's a few days. It's 3-4 days from here. However, there's also we can't quite move at our usual at I can't move at the usual pace. Traveling with the elderly and with Miss Doreen, Miss Dory, or Doreen as you will, who is not who has seen spriter days. Oh, you hush. Oh, you hush. And these children who when unsupervised will run anywhere. Tell them to go get help, and they try to steal money from you. um I don't understand. I don't get it either. I don't know who raised them like that, because it certainly wasn't Miss Dory right here. But we're taking them. uh Miss Dory, you said it was your son? Yeah, my son. My son has is an inventor, and a bit of a tinkerer, as it will, uh, in Interhaven. Uh, Modest living, living. The boys were with me for the summer, but I got they wanted to see me at least one more time, but uh, I got signs of my time coming, so I need to get back home with family, especially now that my old Jeffro is gone.
Yeah,
There's no there's
the
no one in the capital that'll take care of little old me,
the
except for
children talked about some.
Mr. Ildio here.
Yeah, the children talked about some ancestors. I don't know if
Yes, yeah. In my culture, hold on. In the culture of those uh, who worship Rondoran. Oh, that's perfect. I wrote an R. I'll just tell you. I wrote an R, and then the first name that came in my head was the name of a god, and I'm really happy because I'm like, actually, I can give this a religious context. Anyway,
great.
that actually makes sense in the world, legitimately. And I'm like, shit, hell yeah, improv. Improv is great when you have information that you can lie on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
That in my culture, the way I grew up and the way we worship the great god, the god Rondoran of the sun, um, which isn't super common, very common here in Notoria. Uh, when you have family, if there's family left, you when it is your time to pass on, or when you feel your days are numbered, you have to make sure that you are in the presence of family. You may roam as much as you want. You may roam as much as you like before. However, when it is your time, if you have not made roots, you must trek back to where your family is, where your home is. Now, in the old days, it used to be, oh, Sonny, it used to be, and I say Sonny as a gender neutral term. Did I get it right?
Yes, that's good.
Yeah, Luna. Back in my day, it was the way we did things was not even my day. My mama's mama. I don't know the days, but there used to be a tradition of you go back to your homeland. But now it's just you go back to your family because uh, where home is where the heart is. It isn't. It isn't where. It isn't what it is. You carry home. I don't know. Listen, it used to, people would have to return back to the place of origin, but now, but that they understood that a different understanding here is that you have your place of origin is your family. It isn't just the land you grew up on, and sometimes you may not get back. So the idea of all of those souls lost, lost in famine and war, and who die seeking new glories. The idea that just because they are not able to go back to the ancestral home in so in they wouldn't say Solaris, they would say in Residro, that just because they can't go back to Residro does not mean that they do not have a home. And do you let this lady keep talking?
Okay, that
And you
sounds
get the home, and you have to go with the home family, the family. And
yeah, that
if you die with your
sounds
family, you could pass on with the family because the ancestors are always there with us.
that's
And
beautiful. It's because while Luna's listening to the lady talk,
they're healing.
they're also like thinking like, damn, that sounds so beautiful, and I don't have that.
Mm.
Like that's why Luna's kind of like, wow. I mean, like I'm paying attention, but also feeling bad at the same time for what they're saying because it's kind of like
Yeah.
that sounds beautiful. I think that that's a beautiful tradition to have, and sad to hear that you feel you're getting closer to your last days. But it's good to know that you won't be alone through this, and that you have
You
your
get there first.
grandchildren with you. You're going to get there. Is that what you said? That I have to get there first?
Yeah, we have to get there first.
You
LDO, I'm
is
sure will
Luna
take us. It is not an easy journey, and I do fear that I am willing to keep going, but it would help if I had assistance
is Luna like what's it called? Because they were planning on going to Interhaven, right?
at some point.
Yeah, because they want to go
Yeah,
for the library one, and I know the other people wanted to go too, but I don't know
yeah. I was
if
like,
that trip's
the
kind of
last
being
thing Luna
delayed.
was told, I know other things happened last session that like the trajectory may be different at
Hmm.
the moment, or that there may be other things that need to be said, but Luna wasn't had that wouldn't know those conversations yet.
Hmm.
But the last thing, the consensus was that like there are a couple things there are multiple things that need to be sought out in Interhaven, between like why
Okay.
the wise why like the person whose last name is Wise, who's in Interhaven, the blacksmith, that they're and like just the block is kind of high in Taurine right now for Faye.
Okay.
And
So
so yeah, so you know that y'all would at some point be going to Interhaven.
okay, because I'm thinking like
Days or
so
weeks.
Luna so Luna because they need to leave soon, probably, right?
I think you would be. I think that's what you would be guessing based on what
Yeah.
you know. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Dude, you know Faye wants to like sort a couple things, though it's not sure what they're sorting. But like they're leaving. They plan to leave in a few days, and that they haven't really even told the rules that they're leaving yet. But that like the plan is to like
To leave. Yeah.
formally leave and actually and like have a formal goodbye before they
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna tell. Okay, so Luna's gonna say this. Okay, well, I and my party happen to be going to Interhaven as well. I will definitely talk to them, and I I will tell them about uh, traveling together if that's something that you are interested in, because I understand that the road we could also use the help of having more people, the more people that travel, I feel like could be could be best, because we don't know if it's going to be dangerous. And um, Luna's thinking in their head like, oh, freaking, um, what's it called? Um, Jazz is gonna hate this. Jazz is gonna hate this, but
You're suggesting so LDO like speaks up. So um, I know we're imposing on you, certainly. You certainly, if this were the last that you were able to do, we would appreciate that as well. But if in my old day, in my more hold on, car passing.
that's fine. Hmm.
It in my busier days, we would call it. I've been in part of one or two caravans, or in which we or escort jobs in which traveled. We traveled a group of people across, usually greater distances than Taurine to Interhaven, but I think that the amount of time uh, I could help assist with a caravan. Uh, if you were to agree with this, I would be kind to help. And like he's like gotten up at this point, is like chatting with you
Okay.
fully. Um, it'd be nice to get out of this alley.
Yeah, of
Also,
course. Um, we could try finding. Do you have? I'm guessing they don't have a place to stay, right? Um, I could
no, we do
probably
not have a place to
try.
stay.
I could probably try talking to the people at Generiques. Um, I know that they have like, if you're not comfortable with like staying around a lot of people because of how you've been treated, I do know they have like a space like in a basement or something where you could stay. Um, and what's it called? We're currently like trying to figure out like what we're gonna do next. But I think it would. I would also. I wouldn't mind like a company or going together, because having somebody in Interhaven that you guys know would be probably helpful to us. Like knowing, like Luna's thinking in their head now about like how maybe
I
the
mean, if you
sun.
wanted to say that out loud, oh, you say, oh, like you said all that out loud, and then now Luna's thinking something
And
else.
then now Luna's thinking like, okay, maybe definitely knowing that the sun lives over there and that some of these people are from there, like it could be easier to know where to go, like where to start looking, and like trying to like start connecting with the people there to see if they can also find something about like what's going on with stuff. But anyway, so but definitely before, if you do want to accompany me, um, or if you want to do a few things before you go there, because at this point Luna wanted like is thinking like, damn it, like I'm not gonna have a chance to go back and check the board again, but definitely we'll make a note of checking it before going back. Or can
Okay,
they?
so are you taking him? So he goes like, it sounds like sounds like we can make some arrangements. I luckily I still have a bit of coin left. I think I can afford some lodging.
Okay.
How long before we would need to leave?
I'm That's what I need to talk to my party about, because I know a few of us do want to leave as soon as possible, but given the zombie situation, I'm not sure what the other people in my party are thinking in regards to when to leave, because of safety, and because we know the ¿cómo se llama? Conde, or whatever his face is. I always forget his name. The Duke, or whatever the fuck.
The Duke Viscount.
The Viscount. Yeah, yeah. Because we kind of been talking to the Viscount, so we want to make sure we leave as soon as possible, but also not just abruptly like leave without telling anybody. Um, and so if you'd like, um, we can meet tomorrow at like by the fountain in the afternoon or something like that.
Tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, tomorrow afternoon, so I can let you settle. Maybe get some like supplies if you need anything.
So we
Um,
could meet at the. Would you like to meet at the gazebo?
yeah,
Um,
we could meet
would
at the
it be all right if it's just like I don't want Miss Doreen, old Dory, to have to move around too much if she doesn't have to.
Of course,
So I'm thinking I'll get into those basement rooms.
of
We'll
course.
get it. Well, not basement rooms, but we'll get us a couple couple beds,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe like an area portioned off for the so that way, just in case you need a few days,
Of
uh
course.
we can we'll be able to stretch what we have in
Okay.
order to afford to sleep, just to
Okay.
have lodging. But I will meet you.
How
I will
much is the
certainly meet
lodging?
you.
Do you know?
uh I could tell you in a second. I definitely have that information, I promise. Um, where is it? I didn't fucking know I have it.
I hope it's not 90 gold like those damn like
No, it's not
what's
that
it called?
high.
The thing I
Damn,
try to buy
you
from
got
the
real mad about that fucking. Y'all got real mad about that shit.
yeah, it was fucking
It's
expensive.
expensive, dog. Yeah, things are expensive. I know I have the answer for it. I know I have the answer somewhere. Let me put it that way. Um, what I will tell you is, like, based on the conversation of like what you know, and like them telling you about how much they have, like the kind of what you're sorting out without them saying the explicit numbers, that they you think they can last like 3 to 4 days. They have enough for 3 to 4 days, but then they'd be tapped out of money.
Okay, because I'm like, Luna's like in whole wanna help mode, and he's even willing to throw in some money, and so that's
You
why.
say that?
No, Luna's thinking that.
Okay.
Bueno, I'm telling you this as like me.
No, but I'm, again, as DM, part of me is like encouraging moments of like something you telling me. I'm like, you could tell them that. It was like, is this something you act on? Like seeking opportunities in which you could RP. But yeah.
Yeah, because
Okay.
but I want to
Okay.
know how expensive it is, because I don't want to say like sure I'll give
Yeah.
you, and then like
Yeah, no,
I don't
I
have
don't know
any.
how much it is right now,
But
but I wouldn't.
is it gold?
No.
It's not gold. Okay.
Yeah, no, it'll cost less than gold. I'm disorganized because I have a thing. I have these notes from the session, but they're supposed to. But there's also some stuff about just like the prices, and I know I wrote them somewhere, but I cannot remember where I put it. But yeah, that's why I was like, I just know they have enough for 4. But like, if you're willing to pay a certain amount, or like if you're willing to pay for a certain amount of days, we can work out the prices later.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess I could say that this is role playing.
Mhm.
So okay, yeah, sure. I think it'd be best to make sure you have a place to stay, for now. But if after, let me know if after, like, I don't know how much to say, like 2 days. Um, if after a few days, um, we, it looks like we're not leaving anytime soon. Um, I can help either if you decide to stay to wait, or if you'd like to start your journey without us. Um, and I could provide some sort of like, financial help. I don't have a lot, but if I can help in any way to, um, also because I'm making you wait and you're spending your money because
But
you're
we
waiting.
still. So are we still planning on meeting tomorrow afternoon?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
So
But if I
hopefully,
needed, some assistance, you're saying if I needed
yes.
more
Yeah.
assistance,
If you needed more
2 days.
assistance, after just let me, we could have a conversation about it. But for now, the important thing is that you find a place to stay. And then tomorrow, after I talk to my party and we decide on something, I'll definitely let you know. And we can meet at the gazebo at midday.
I really do appreciate this, friend Luna.
Of course, no problem. I mean, it's not it's not easy going on your own.
That is for sure.
Yeah.
Mind helping me get Miss Dory to the door?
Oh, of
Miss
course.
Dory and the
If
boys to you
yeah,
said Generique?
generics, yes. But before we leave, I'm gonna
Gmail.com.
go check the body if you don't
Okay.
mind, like just inspect it, and then y'all just start getting ready. I don't know if they have
Sure,
stuff.
there's not much.
Okay, and so Luna runs, kind of like not
Like a
runs, sprints, but
yeah, but
kind of
just like
just
kind of
like
like shuffles over.
fast
Yeah.
walks. Yeah,
Yeah.
fast walks towards
Make an
the body.
investigation check for me.
Shit. Why investigation? I don't have anything.
Because you're investigating a body.
I know. I don't have anything for investigation. I
I
got
know.
12.
12. Okay.
Can
So
I
you're
press?
looking at the body and you pull. Let me make a couple rolls. So you pull 8 silver from like various places, and then 5 copper.
Holy shit, I'm getting money from checking this body.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm getting what? 8 silver?
8 silver, 5 copper,
Okay. 8 silver, 5 copper,
7 electrum,
7 electrons.
and 1 gold.
1 gold. Okay.
You also pull like you notice the weapon that they were using.
Mhm.
Is gone.
Wait, so the weapon that
Like
they
the
use.
weapon they were using is like there's no blade, it's just the hilt.
Oh, so somebody
The
came and
weapon
took the weapon.
is that what Luna decides?
Can I check?
How do you think Luna would try to figure out what happened? Like
Uh,
describe for me, not just
is
saying like
okay. So
don't answer
Luna's
me with
looking at
words,
the
describe
body
for me.
and finds
Uh-huh.
the money, whatnot, and then sees the body has like that, like the dagger thingy, right?
Yeah.
Stuck to them. And um, am I far away enough from them, like from the alley, from the people?
Oh yeah,
Like,
from
okay, so can I
Ali
take?
Gertie,
Yeah,
Dory,
Ali Gertie and
and
Dory
LDO.
and LDO. Can I take the dagger out? Like, I guess whatever they used, like the weapon.
Yeah, so yeah, the hilt is there. Like the
No,
is in,
but I mean, like whatever they. Oh, so it didn't have like a weapon. Like,
oh no, yeah, no, there's no weapon that's stuck into the body. In
oh,
fact,
okay,
it's
okay,
like
okay,
you see
okay.
this like slash
Oh, it's
across
just
like
this.
from like waist to shoulder, like a big
Ah, okay, okay, okay,
which
okay.
was like the final
So
blow.
can I see if I is this at the very end of this
Yeah, it's the end of
alleyway?
the alley, yeah.
Like, so the body's kind of like just laying there close to like the really really back. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
to the wall, whatever.
yeah.
Okay.
It's like
um
a dance more like, but yeah.
yeah, is there, so it's just an alley, like there's no, there's like not a building behind it, like for example, let's say these are the, there's
Yeah, no,
nothing.
it's just an alley.
Okay.
Like behind the wooden fence is like the outside of town. Like just like
Okay.
yeah.
Is there blood?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I um I don't know if perception is one of it, but like see if
No,
I
okay, so but I'm saying like, okay, so you see this hilt where the blade is gone of this dagger, but like what do you Never mind. I'm asking you. I'm asking you too broadly of a question. Make an Arcana check for me.
Okay. 7.
Okay. So, and it's just 7 total. Okay.
Yeah,
So
I got 0.
this weapon, uh, you could tell something. It was magical, and that the weapon is no longer in you can no longer be used, and you could tell,
Oh,
and you can also tell that this weapon was the murder weapon, but you don't know what kind of weapon or where. You don't know much about this weapon. I can't tell you more about this weapon other than the fact
can
that
I
like
take
the blade
the
is gone. You can't use it again.
can I take the thing where the blade was in? Like,
The
does it
hilt,
have anything? Yeah, the
or
hilt. Like, does it
okay,
have? Is it
because the
any?
blade would have been in the hilt, and so like
Is it connected to it? Like, is it like? Does it have some sort of um inscription in it, or
no inscription.
no,
It's just
nothing?
like, and it's like it looks like a normal hilt from
Okay,
what you can tell. Um, it's just the blade is not there
the
anymore,
blade is not
and
there.
it doesn't seem like it can be used again.
Like after its use, it disappeared. Hmm.
I was like, I can give no further details.
I know, I know, I know.
But yeah, I'll let you sit with that. So
Okay,
you're
I'm just gonna
taking
go back.
to yeah. So
I'm
you're
just
taking
gonna
the
go back
gin.
because I can't figure something else out. But I'm just gonna be like, that's weird,
It's
and
another
then
clue to something.
yeah.
Another thread of
So
something.
I'm just gonna go
Mm.
walk
Yeah. Let me
back.
speed up a bit. So you get them. Well, we end up going the full time anyway. So you
I
get them
know.
to you get in the gins, um, and like passively as like you kind of just like lead them into the threshold, but like you see that like uh as you've let them in, the Viscount and the person that they're talking to have are like moving from the notice board to the
Mhm,
gazebo. So the notice board is not the notice board is available right now to be witnessed.
mhm. Entonces, can I like just walk towards the board then? I
Yeah.
guess. Okay. Um, I'll walk towards the board. Um, and then see if the carving is still there. Because honestly, I wanted to see the fountain too, but since it's already night, I don't know if I can tell anything, and I feel like it'd be better if I go during the day, like to see that shiny thing again.
Yeah.
Um, and so
To see what's up with that if it happens again.
yeah, so instead, um, I want to look at the at the mark and
Hmm.
see if I can
It's
like
there. It's like
it's still there.
you have to like untack that piece that like was flapping before,
Hmm.
but the symbol is there.
Is
You
it
think
just
somebody
there?
else? Yeah, it's just there. There's been no change to it. It is that way of like looking like a cross. Um, but at the
Fuck.
bottom, it has a like pointed edge at the bottom of this
Mhm. Yeah,
um
I remember the picture.
cross shape. Yeah, and point. I'm describing it because it's been a minute for those at home. Uh,
I know,
a
I know.
what looks like an asterisk, based on like the way that it was carved in, and then like the outline of what looks to be a flame between the uh, cross and the asterisk. Um, yeah,
Yeah, I'm looking
but you're
back.
looking at it; it's still here.
You didn't pin it, did you?
No, I
No,
think
you
it's in your character. It's in your character channel.
Is it in my character? I thought you had put it here for everybody to see.
Who knows? But I know it's definitely your character channel. But what I'll say is, I'm
Oh, I
going
see
to
it. I see
ask
it.
you to make here revisiting this moment. Um,
Hmm.
you're looking at it with like fresher eyes, having witnessed things. I want you to make a religion check with advantage. Uh, And then wait, and then I'm gonna have you roll a d4. I have not seen the result, but I'm also gonna have you roll a d4 also to add to the total.
Dude, I got another nat one.
Oh my god! With advantage?
No, the advantage is 21. Is a 19
Okay,
plus 2.
okay. Now roll a d4.
And now a d4.
So 21 plus
Jesus. Fuck. 1.
21 plus 1, so
22.
22. That's pretty fucking high, dog.
I mean,
So
yeah, with advantage. But
yeah, so
technically,
you
I
feel
got
this.
4
Yeah,
ones.
so this is what happens. So like you're looking at this, you're looking with fresh eyes, you're connecting to things that have happened in this moment, and you instinctually like instinct mixed with like a deep need for answers. Um, you find your other, like you feel the presence of your other in this moment surging in your core as like rapid movement, but different than but not nausea. It's like it gives you the opposite of a nausea feeling in your stomach, in your gut, in your core, and you remember seeing, not an explicit memory, mind you, but like you've seen this symbol before in your past, in a site of tragedy. And that's where we're going to end this session of Survivors to Flame. You don't have an explicit memory, but you see you have seen this symbol before, or at least a symbol like it, in a site of tragedy. So yeah, that has been this episode. I titled it half, but like it turns out it was a whole. It was a whole episode. So
Oh my goodness.
yeah, I mean I actually had being called half for a number of reasons, but as is all my titles, have to have a bit of ambiguity to them because anything can happen with you fucking hooligans. So yeah, where can they find you, Michelle?
Well, you can find me on Twitter as Queen Weeb with 3 E's on Queen and 3 E's on Weeb. You can find me at Shark Club Pod with Gio here. Whoop whoop. As oh my goodness, co-host. Yes, for my co-host Gio. Our podcast Shark Club Pod every other Friday for now, where we share movies, TV, music, and everything that's lit. And yeah, sometimes I'm with the Nerd Court, but I've been really busy. So I'm here. Y'all got a whole episode of me.
A whole episode.
A whole episode of me.
Be blessed.
Be blessed.
Be
Exactly.
blessed.
Be blessed.
Yeah. Any words of affirmation you want to give the people while I scramble to write a note real quick?
I guess it's okay to be tired, y'all. It's okay to not be at your 100%. Honestly, I had no idea about how I was feeling today because I had a lot. I've been going through a lot. But, it's always nice to spend time with friends doing things that you don't get to do often like this. So, thank you for listening and watching us. I keep saying listening because I feel like the audio is going to come out somewhere, but no, it's just the video.
I mean, and also you can listen to it. You can listen to it and just like you can do what I do with most actual plays is like have the video component on, but really be listening.
Just
to it
listening.
Like,
okay. Well, yeah. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for indulging me for this whole episode of Luna trying to figure out what the hell's going on with this Coblins. Yes. Yeah, this is great. This was fun. More fun than I thought it would be. And the 2 hours passed by.
Yeah.
Shit. Alrighty. Are you done, friend?
Yeah, and you can find me on Twitter at MediaMartyr17. That's MEDIAMARTYR17. Make sure to spay and neuter your pets.
Excuse me.
And give me your money. Streamelements.com/media/tip/MediaMartyr7. Wait, hold on. Streamelements.com/MediaMartyr17/tip. Link tree in the description for all the places I am on the internet, including my tip jar. Because giving money helps money. Or giving, lay some hands on my tips. Okay, this is getting worse.
Yeah, just end it.
Good night.
Night, y'all. This is